Welcome back. In January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month, a time to shine a light on a crime that is often hidden, but happening in every state, including right here in our area. Monroe County Sheriff Troy Goodenough is back with us again, along with Laura Schultz-Pipus with United Way Monroe and Lenawee County, so we can learn a little bit more. Folks, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
First of all, let's talk about what human trafficking is. People might say, oh, well, it's when maybe you snatch a kid from a parking lot and you know, do some bad things, but there's a lot to it, huh?
There is. It's modern day slavery, and we think about it, labor trafficking, sex trafficking. It's about force, fraud, and coercion. Somebody is doing these things against their will. It's about power and control.
Sheriff, do we know how prevalent of a problem it is?
Yeah, it is prevalent. You know, and unfortunately, it's not out in the public eye like you would see. It's usually pretty covert. But there's times when things are happening in the community that if people are paying attention, like we always say, if you see it, report it. And if it looks suspicious, let us know. And it's not your typical out in the front crime.
And how are you at the sheriff's office? What are you doing to work toward combating it?
Well, in 2021, we created our Viper Task Force, which was a human trafficking task force, and we investigate crimes of human trafficking. In fact, in 2025, we investigated 17 crimes that resulted in 7 arrests. And, you know, why is Laura here? Because we have a great partnership. They have a human trafficking coalition, which has given us funding to buy equipment and provide training to officers to be able to investigate these human trafficking crimes.
And why is that important for the United Way to be able to do that?
Well, it's an interest of mine personally, but also the National United Way is one of their platforms, actually. And I've been involved with the Monroe Anti-Human Trafficking Coalition for about 12 years or so. And I also co-facilitate the one in Lenawee County, because our United Way covers both counties.
Yes.
So I work with the Adrian Dominican Sisters in Lenawee County. We want people to know about it, but I also want people to know how fortunate we are to have the Sheriff's Office have a Viper project. That's not in every county, so they take it seriously. For law enforcement to take it seriously is really amazing. We want people to know it's here. It's not just across the border, in another country. It's in every state, in every county. So we want people to know.
And we are here, we've got I-75 running through the area, and we have often heard that corridor could be a hotbed, really, for this activity.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are some of the things that people should be looking out for? How do they know, ooh, I need to tell somebody about this? What can we look for?
Well, we have to remember that traffickers target vulnerable people. They could be grooming them. So it's people that are vulnerable. It could be runaway youth. It could be people with disabilities. It could be LGBTQ youth in particular. People that are recent immigrants and they're here to work, but their papers are taken away. So it's force, fraud, and coercion of vulnerable people. So look for people homeless people. Or tenuous homelessness, you know. People that can be vulnerable. People are watching. It could happen in any place.
And I feel like sometimes we are just going about our lives and we're not necessarily paying attention to what's going on around us, but there are some things that we might be able to pick up on if we do just pay attention, keep our eyes open, yeah?
Yeah, if you're traveling, you stop into a rest area. If you see a male maybe escorting a female to the restroom, standing outside the door, not typical with children or something, but and keeping her at close proximity. Again, if you're into truck stops, the same thing. If you see young children getting out of these tractor trailers, that should key up that something's not right here. Why would they be traveling in this commercial vehicle when they should be in school or in things of that nature? So again, just those simple things.
Yeah, keep your eyes open and call. Just call. Is there a hotline, or is there just, you want to call?
You can call 911. We're very fortunate. In our community, we have a sheriff's office that's very responsive to that stuff. And also in Lenawee County, too. I have to say Sheriff Bevere is very, very good about this stuff, too. He's part of our coalition. But call. If you see something, say something. There's also a universal distress sign. If you hold your hand up, put your thumb over,
Okay.
And that means
Look for
it's a
that.
distress for human trafficking.
Yeah.
Okay, and I didn't know that. This is new information for me.
Yeah,
Today,
great
too.
information. And as Laura said, we have a Viper Task Force number that it's anonymous. 911, you can be anonymous, but call.
Yeah.
Don't leave and say I should have. And we,
You said,
everybody.
oh, I feel bad. I feel bad about that. I feel like something may have been happening. but
Yeah,
I
and
didn't do
we
it.
always hear from people, they say, well, I didn't want to bother you, you had more important things to do.
No.
We want
These
to
are
respond.
lives.
That's what we're here
Yes.
for. And it's a tragedy, these victims.
Right.
Tragedy.
Yeah, we want them to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll investigate. Well, folks, thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate getting the word out about this very serious
Well, thank
issue.
you for giving us the
Thanks.
opportunity
Yeah.
to get this out.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Thanks.